So I think, like as I mentioned, it's always been there at the backbone of Meta, right from the, how our feeds have been different, how, today we're all powered by, I would say, customized recommendations on any platform you visit. We, in fact, have, launched this initiative called Fundamental AI Research. Jan LeCun is our chief scientist at Meta who heads AI. And we've launched this large language model called Llama, and Llama 2 is alive. I'll just talk about that, which actually, is our AI tool really to enable not just internal, but equally, anything on companies and stuff. Earlier, as I mentioned, it was really around just customized recommendations. That's what we were really powering AI for. But today, Meta is increasingly going to use it to enhance images, convert, speak in one language, convert to the other, or, equally change images and graphics, et cetera, and, even text to video. I don't know why this is not playing now. I think I'll skip the video. It's fine, yeah. So I think while we also understand that, given that there's a host of data and, obviously there are, firstly, our own cornerstone to privacy that, we want to maintain, while obviously being, compliant regulatorily across the world, we want to make sure we balance privacy and fairness concerns, while we obviously, dive deeper and deeper into AI to make sure that the data is protected, data is owned by, equally, whichever company is partnering with us. And equally, we work with them to test new approaches, in a very transparent and, responsible manner. So if you look at, for example, some of these things are already live. So these are harmless images, but, the same images can be used to say that your wrinkle cream is not working great, or equally that you don't smell good and stuff. And how do you really make sure that the algorithm, even the AI algorithm, actually either, make sure that this doesn't pop up, to curb hate speech or whatever else, and equally work sure that, the right images obviously, go with the right text. I mean, equally, all of this is actually AI. So we have some tools actually which moderate content as we speak, and we continue to So the biggest one that we've launched really is Llama 2, which is our current version of the our AI language, which can actually translate speech to speech in any language. Source, let's say, and we saw a live demo, in fact, with let's say Hindi to Telugu or Telugu to English and Spanish and whatever. Equally can obviously do text to speech. Can create images when you say small creature or a small cat, etc. You can obviously create images, and equally is only getting better and better. So for example, like these are, let's say, evolutions of Llama and how we visualize it. So today, for example, if you use the example below, let's say, are there good reviews about Crocs? AI doesn't know, are you referring to Crocs as a brand of shoes, or are you referring to Crocs in swamps, right? That's the basic filter, because technically, I mean, we call both of them Crocs. So how do you then, from literally the brain level to the human level to the employee level, which is, let's say, the company itself, we work with them, you actually move in terms of the AI understanding of saying comfort, fit, value, and eventually possibly even get the AI can actually help you even make a purchase. I think this is the journey that, let's say, AI will make in terms of moving from pre-trained models to conversational models to really, actually a purchase model as well. So what we are actually working today on Gen AI within the company is on 4 things, really on chat. In fact, we've launched this in the US already, where Meta AI is an assistant on your Instagram chat, and where you can actually, chat with Meta AI and, ask about the weather, ask about the shows that are playing near you, or what's the nice place to run near you, etc. It actually gives you recommendations. Obviously then create, you can see images being enhanced, created with, let's say, a Picasso background in this case, or equally engage in terms of a full-blown conversation where you can, then get the customer to, move the journey, as you desire for your business, and equally build, in terms of understanding more and more around the data sets that you have as a company. So like I mentioned, this is already available on Instagram today, so restyle is there, on various styles that are available, or even change the backdrop. So theoretically, I'm saying imagine the power that it will give to zillions of creators. You actually have a picture today in your drawing room, but you can change it to the streets of Vienna. You equally can be sipping coffee and, it can simulate a cafe background for you. So these are tools that are already available and will only get better and better with more and more technology. The other one is equally on the second, this thing is really around WhatsApp messaging, etc., on how you can actually get the AI chatbots to talk better and better, and actually, I would say, improve, almost make it a personalized conversation. See, today the challenge we have is when you have zillions of mobile marketing messages through the SMS service, they're not personalized. AI can actually help you in hyper-personalization. Imagine, as I said, the same recommendations that you have on Facebook and Instagram actually coming through in a hyper-personalized chat as your experience on Instagram or WhatsApp. So again, can go all the way to even landing a transaction and a conversion. So in terms of where we are investing, I think we are trying to improve discovery. What I mean by this is Meta has always been known, both our platforms, Facebook and Instagram, or hyper discovery platforms. 95% of the world actually discovers something new on our platforms today. Because whether it's a new shoe, whether it's a new restaurant, most people actually discover something on our platforms and eventually, obviously, might choose to buy it, engage in it, etc. So one is how do you use the AI to enhance the discovery engine so that each of us gets even more hyper-personalized recommendations which turn us on even more, simply put. That's one. The second one is detecting and removing harmful content. Unfortunately, there's a lot out there. I think the challenge is always in AI, again, here is trying to keep pace with the amount of hate content, hate speech, racist speech, etc., which we are trying to automate to remove so that it doesn't even pop up on our feeds. And the third one is, of course, effectiveness in advertising, which is why I think all of you are here, and let's say, which is our backbone equally, to how do you really make sure AI can help in creating and improving ad efficacy. The fourth one is around chatbots, like I just spoke about, and equally the last one is around fully virtual and hybrid environments, which is really our foray into the metaverse, etc. So this is where we are investing in AI. But like all of you said, I don't think AI is going to replace us. AI can't do your marketing, but it can help you do your marketing much better. Right? So basically, like, how do you really take the data that AI throws up, and how do you really, how can it be a co-collaborator into, whatever your campaigns are, and how can it make it more effective is really where we are. We are already seeing this, so today, today about 9% of marketers across the world are already using AI. We expect that to become a fourth of the world. And equally, like a lot of it is about customer interactions today, like the WhatsApp journey I spoke about. Or equally on process automation, etc. But increasingly, I think it will be across the funnel. So right from creation to discovery and creation to engagement and transactions, AI will play an increasing role. So obviously, there's a lot of investments going on in this. And what we are actually trying to do for the ad system is really to use the data, basically to feed into, better predictive analytics. And this is like a virtuous cycle, right? I mean, like basically, the more people see it, you get reads, you improvise the efficacy, in your next set of campaigns, and obviously you keep getting better and better. We are already seeing significant ROI in advertisers, both in India and abroad, who are using our AI products in advertising. So we have launched a couple of ad products. So one is the automated app install, which allows app users to have AI actually simplify the ad campaign by right from targeting, to the message, etc. And we're seeing increasing use of that. And the second one is the Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, which really, again, for lots of small businesses across the world, has helped in really figuring out, while it's always been there and saying, what should I show this consumer versus me? How does the AI engine do that better and get better conversion? So we are seeing, much better results using this already. And equally, for example, like especially it's also very proven to be very powerful on cases of leads as well as click-to-message ads. Meta Advantage is what I spoke about just now, which is our suite of ad automation tools, both around app installs as well as shopping conversions. And this has actually given us, you can see the numbers for yourself, 30% increase on ad spend, 10% improvement almost on cost per action, and equally higher spend as well per customer. So all metrics are clearly high using the creative or the app campaigns. So for example, now, let's say these are some of the creative features that you can see. So the image can be expanded. So you put a base image. and it can enhance it. The AI can enhance it without you worrying about, how to fit this in, etc. And equally, background generation. So, for example, you have a base shoot of, let's say, this watch. It can actually change, create a background basis the words you throw around it, and it can actually, like, for example, let's say it's, in the clouds, etc. And similarly, equally, text variation. So if you are a copywriter and you want some really quick copy, and not really like, let's say, a mainstay idea, but you want to do this for hundreds of ads, it can actually create, multiple variations of the same text. So these are live features that are already available. And most of them are obviously going to be available on self-serve as well on our Ads Manager tool. So I think in summary, what AI is really a fuel. I mean, that's how I would describe it, because it's really around, data, your creative, your media, and measurement. All of these are the fuel for AI. And in some sense, it really gives you the freedom, to, use this well, use the AI data well, for example, rather than us making assumptions on every single campaign about the demographics and behaviors and who to target. I think if you allow the engine, basis its learning to figure out where is the best chance of success, you are actually focusing more on the business strategy and what you need to do, and allow, let's say, AI to run in the background for some of these. Similarly, again, on, let's say, creative, whether the image needs to be X by Y or, X plus 2, versus Y plus 2, I think allow the machine to learn and figure out where there are more clicks, rather than us having our own point of view, or in some sense, a human bias. Remove that. Or equally, I'm saying, for example, on media, in terms of engines and optimization, how AI will play an increasing role on reallocating, let's say, monies across channels. This is possible, if the company is fully into AI. And the last one is measurement. How do you measure, again, whatever you put out, what was the result? So all of these, I think, AI can do. And therefore, the roles of each of these people, so whether it's a marketing executive, a creative strategist, a performance marketer, or a brand strategist, will change and will have to evolve, if you have to work with AI in the background. Very simple. If you just look back, let's say 20 years, we only had the desktop version of the internet. We did not have mobiles and apps. And we didn't even have something called performance marketing. And obviously, all of us have evolved. I mean, over the last couple of decades, I'm saying we've seen these new features come into various businesses, and we've all evolved to keep pace with those changes. I think now is the time, in some sense, to evolve as well as you start embracing AI into each of your businesses. So it's really like, as I said in summary, this is really what I had to share. It's really time to see what possibilities, therefore, AI can unlock for each of you in business. It's here, it's live, and it's really time for us to really embrace the possibilities of AI. Thank you very much.